Today we're diving into the core of PDCA in quality management, the plan, do, check, act cycle.
Yep.
It's all about continuously improving processes.
Right, and it all starts with the plan stage, doesn't it? Setting clear goals and defining both risks and resources.
Exactly. In that first phase, you define what the problem is, determine which resources are available, and then set targets that align with customer needs and the organization's policies. It's almost like drawing a roadmap before hitting the road.
I get that. And then the do phase follows, where the planned actions get implemented in a controlled way, right?
Yep, you're on point. In the do phase, the plan's put to work, and if issues pop up, you kind of pilot it on a small scale first. This way, you keep the chaos at bay.
Then comes check, which is like the heartbeat of the cycle. You measure the outcomes and see if you're hitting the targets.
Right. And it's crucial because this phase lays out all the data. What worked, what didn't, and even what unexpected factors came into play. Without this feedback, there's no way to know if the system's really effective.
I can see how that data is critical for the act phase, where actual changes are made. But isn't that often where companies struggle the most?
Absolutely, and that's an interesting point. While many companies excel in the do phase, implementing tasks, they sometimes falter in act.
True.
They gather all this information, but then have a hard time converting those findings into improved plans for the next cycle.
I find that a bit, surprising. I mean, if you have all the data laid out, shouldn't it be straightforward to make adjustments?
You'd think, right? But it's like, knowing the recipe for a delicious dish without being able to perfect it on the next try. Sometimes there's not enough resource allocation or clear accountability to drive those vital changes.
So it's not just about having a cycle, it's about truly embracing a process-oriented approach throughout the whole organization.
Exactly. The idea is to view every process as interconnected, a coherent system that, when optimized continually, builds a solid quality management infrastructure.
Yeah.
And with that comes better, more predictable, and efficient outcomes.
It sounds like once you nail that continuous improvement loop, you're not just fixing issues, you're creating a learning organization that keeps getting better over time.
Spot on. The whole cycle is designed to ensure that if a problem arises, it feeds right back into the next cycle. It's a dynamic method where each iteration builds upon the last, almost like a virtuous cycle of constant progress.
But don't you think sometimes companies might overemphasize the data in check and underemphasize creative solutions in act?
That's a valid critique. While the check phase does gather loads of data, it can be overwhelming if not sifted properly. The key is to streamline the information, focusing on what's critical to drive actionable improvements.
Yeah, keeping it simple so that each cycle truly enhances the system.
Exactly. And that's where having clear roles and defined responsibilities comes in handy. It ensures that every phase, from planning to acting, contributes to a cycle that really works for quality management broadly.
Right on. It really paints a picture of why the PDCA cycle, if followed diligently, is such a cornerstone for continuous improvement in any organization.
Absolutely, it's a system that, when fully embraced, keeps your organization vibrant, agile, and consistently improving.
Indeed.